Hello and welcome to Rathod's IAS Academy. Today in this class, we are going to discuss very important topic of Anthropology Paper 1, that is Incest Taboo. So if you go through the previous questions many times, the question had been repeated on this topic. So you know that in anthropology, most of our syllabus is static and most of the questions will be repeated. So this topic you should not leave at all. So what you have to say from this topic, first of all, what is this meaning of incest taboo? And you have to see who is that anthropologist gave this definition of this incest taboo. And you have to know about who are these parallel cousins and who are these cross cousins. And you have to know about different theories of origin of this incest taboo. And you have to know about what are the anthropological connotations of this incest taboo. So let's get started without wasting any time. So I'm Ushasri. I will be taking anthropology here in this Rathod IAS Academy. I'm the director of this Rathod IAS Academy, and the new batch is going to be started from 19th December 2024. And if you want to take admissions, you can call us on the number which is appearing on the screen and you can book your slot. Okay. So first of all, what is this meaning of word incest taboo? So many of you might knowing about this word taboo. Taboo is nothing but ban. So what is this incest taboo? That is ban on incest. So simple meaning of this incest taboo is ban on incest. So exactly where you will be seeing this word incest taboo in your syllabus? It is a part of marriage, which comes under your second unit of your paper 1 of anthropology. Okay, now let us see what is exact meaning of incest. So first of all, let us talk about who was this anthropologist, that is Lewis Strauss. Lewis Strauss gave the definition of this incest taboo. He said that within certain particular groups, we have to ban certain sex relations. That sexual relations between mother and son, daughter and father, and cousins. Okay, father and daughter, mother and son, brother and sister. So in this closely related group, we have to ban the sexual relations. So incest is nothing but the sexual relations between these group. Taboo is ban. So incest taboo together is we have to ban the sexual relationship between these group of people. So if you see the meaning of this incest, which is having sexual or marriage relation between closely related individual. So whether this father and daughter closely related or not, whether this mother and son and brother and sister. So in these groups, we have to prevent sexual or marriage relations. This is the meaning of incest. Taboo is nothing but ban or prohibition. So therefore, the meaning of incest is prohibiting of sexual or marriage relation with a closely related individual. It is called as incest taboo. Okay. And now let us see. I am talking about brother and sister. So even brother sister sexual or marriage relationship should be not allowed according to this incest taboo. That means, can I talk about cousins here? So what about cousins, ma'am? So in this cousins, we have two types of cousins. One is parallel cousins. Second one is cross cousins. So what is this parallel and cross cousins? So let us draw a small diagram so that you can understand this. Let us consider this is father and this is mother. Okay. So for this father, he have his own brother and sister. So they belongs to a same family. Okay. This is your father, this is your father's brother, and this is your father's sister. On the same side, here your mother also have her sister and her brother. So you are ego here. Ego is the main person. So for you, your father, your mother's sister, and your mother brother, your father's brother and father's sister. So kids of your father's brother and kids of your mother's sisters. So those are called as parallel cousins. Parents means nothing but same sex of your mother or father. Okay, so kids of your same sex of your father's side and mother's side, kids are called as parallel cousins. So here in this parallel cousins, we should not go for incest taboo. But we can go for having of marriage relations or sex relations with these two, kids of these two people. Okay, mothers, brothers, kids and fathers, sisters, kids, because they comes under your cross cousins. So why this cross cousins marriages or cross cousin sexual relations can be allowed? Because they will be belonging to different gotra and they will be living in another place. They will be not normally living with you. Okay, so they will be living in another place, or they will be having different gotra. So because of this, in this cross cousins, yes, cross cousin marriages are allowed and even sexual relations can be allowed in this group. Okay, for example, you can see uncle niece marriage, and cross cousin marriages is very prevalent in the South India especially. Okay, so this is about the concept of parallel cousins and cross cousins. So in this parallel cousins, we should not go for marrying. We can go for marrying in cross cousin marriages. Okay, so now let us talk about the different theories of origin of this incest taboo. So first theory is psychoanalytic theory. So there are totally 6 theories and you have to by heart the 6 theories, and you have to know who was this anthropologist who proposed this theory as well. So first theory proposed by Sigmund Freud. So Sigmund Freud proposed this psychoanalytic theory. And these theories are just proposals. I am not saying that these are facts. Because what the Sigmund Freud said that father and daughter, son and mother, brother and sister. So whether these relations are belonging to same sex? No, correct? So father is a male and daughter is a female, son is male and mother is female, brother is male and sister is female. So according to this Sigmund Freud theory, he says that there is attraction. There is attraction between opposite sexes. Okay, there is attraction between opposite sex. So because of this, we need to have the social norms or culture norms so that we can prevent sexual relationship between these groups. So this is the first theory which says about origin of this incest taboo. And second theory is childhood familiarity theory. Childhood familiarity theory. This is very, very important. So who proposed this childhood familiarity theory? That is Edward Webster. Edward Webster proposed this theory. And according to this theory, why this incest taboo came into existence? Because especially daughter, father, mother, son, brother, sister, I am talking about here parallel cousins in this case. So they are very much familiar from their childhood. Whenever they born, from the day one, they will be having familiarity with this people. So because of this, if we are going for sexual relationship between them, will it will be prolonging for the long period? No, right? So because of this familiarity from childhood onwards, there is no attraction. There is no attraction between the people here. So because of this, if we are going for marriages in this group, they will not go forward. So marriages will not go forward if they are going for relation between these groups because of the familiarity from the childhood onwards. So because of this, they came up with this concept of incest taboo. And next one here is inbreeding avoidance theory. So it is scientifically approved as well. So whenever we are having the sexual relations between a common relationships, then what happens? That will lead to inbreeding. Breeding is happening in a same family. So because of this, what happens? There will be increasing of prevalence of genetic diseases. Okay, there will be increased prevalence of genetic diseases if we are going for breeding inside a family. So because of this, incest taboo came into existence. So even if you go to any doctor after your marriage regarding pregnancy or anything, the first question they will ask whether you married your uncle or in the same family or not. Because there is a high chance of genetic diseases if you are going for inbreeding. And next is cooperation theory. So this cooperation theory given by classical evolutionist, that is E.B. Tyler. E.B. Tyler came up with this theory. And according to this theory, Tyler says that, so family, it is a social institution. So each and every person in a family need to help others so that they can go for economic activities. If there is no such a concept of incest taboo, always mother should take care of their daughter. So mother should always provide security for the daughter, right? So mother should be guarding, like, no, this kind of sexual relation should happen between a father and a doctor. So here, because of this, whether there will be a proper cooperation between the people, no, right? So for a proper cooperation, there should be incest taboo, so that there will be no sexual relation between a family, between the common members of a family, so that we can ensure proper development. And even E.B. Tyler says that we need to have cooperation from other families also. So if there is incest taboo, what happens? They will go for marrying with another family. So there will be the increasing of relations or kinship. So whenever there is increasing of kinship, that will also helpful for effective cooperation between the families. So for that, yes, this incest taboo came into existence. So this is the theory according to E.B. Tyler. And what this family disruption theory? So family disruption theory is also very interesting. So here you have to see if there is any incest taboo, if there is no incest taboo, if there is sexual relationship which happening between these people, then what happens? So there will be a triangle love story which happens. So because of this triangle love story in a family, if one guy is liking another girl, but if that girl is going for sexual relationship with another boy, what happens? That first boy will be killing the second boy. Yes or no? So because of that, there is increasing of enmity in the families. Yes or no? Within the families itself, there will be increasing of enmities. So because of this, what happened? This family as a social institution which will be disrupted, right? So because of this, yes, this theory of this incest taboo came into existence, and this theory given by Malinowski. So Malinowski gave this family disruption theory. And next one is structuralism. So this is the last theory. So structuralism is nothing but, okay, so I have to give a small introduction regarding what is this structuralism theory says. There is a huge data which come into your mind, right? And your mind will be processing that data, and it will be dividing that data into two types. One is structural data. One is structural data. And another is unstructural data. Okay, for example, if you are taking the structural data, if you are thinking about girls, so your mind will be processing like who are wives and who are sisters. Okay, and even it will be dividing is it as pure or impure. For example, if you are thinking about any god, any temple or any idol, you will think that it is pure. But if you are thinking about anything dirty or any contamination, pollution or any dead body, so you will be thinking that it is impure. So in the same way, what are the data which is coming into your mind, that will be structured by your mind. For example, if you are thinking about the girls, so it will be structuring like who are wives and who are sisters. So wives means nothing but you can have this sexual relations, you can go for marriage, everything, right? Category of girls who comes under this wives category. So category of girls, if you're keeping in this sisters, then can you go for this marriage or can you go for with sexual relations? No. So you can't go for this category, like you can't go for any sexual relations, you can't go for any further marriage, etc. Okay, so this is a theory which is given by Louis Strauss. According to his structuralism, he said that certain group of data which had been already processed by mind, and our mind will be telling that you should not have this kind of sexual relations or marriage with the sisters, but you can go for marriage or like sexual relations if that category comes under this wife. Okay, so because of this incest taboo had been originated. So these are the 6 theories which talks about how this incest taboo had been originated. And now let us see what are the anthropological connotations of this incest taboo. So there are 4 important points that you have to remember. So first one is, because of this incest taboo, what is the advantage? We can maintain proper family boundaries. Yes or no? We can maintain proper family boundaries. That brother should not have the sexual relations with a sister, and mother should not have sexual relation with a son. Father should not have this sexual relations with a daughter. And these are banned in the society so that we can clearly define our family boundaries. And next one is, because of this incest taboo, we can go for exogamy. Exogamy means nothing but we are having relationship of marriage with other families. So we are promoting exogamy because of this incest taboo. And next one is, because of this incest taboo, that will also improve cooperation in the family. Cooperation in the family can be increased. That will lead to societal stability and as well as financial stability of a family. And next important point that you have to remember is, psychologically also this incest taboo is very important, and even we can control genetic diseases because of this incest taboo. Okay, so these are the important points that you have to remember from this anthropological connotations of incest taboo. So this is about in detail regarding this incest taboo. You can get 10 or 15 marker question for sure regarding this incest taboo, and it is the most repeated topic in your previous year's questions. So this is about this topic, and I hope you understood what exactly is this incest taboo and how you have to prepare topics of your anthropology. And if you like this class, please hit the like button, and if you want to join this course, you can contact us on the number which is given on the screen, and admissions are open. Thank you guys for watching.